Oh, I found him. I found him. Yes.
And living in a room blocked off by desks. This initial encounter.
Urban exploration can be exciting until it takes a turn for the worst. For Jared Coker, a seasoned explorer, his trip to an abandoned dog treat factory in Wichita, Kansas, started like any other, quiet. But what happened next wasn't just unsettling. It was enough to make him question why he ever stepped inside in the first place.
This is already bringing back memories. I see this creek is still just as polluted as it was last time. Ah, yes, there she is.
Jared started off his exploration by sneaking into the factory, through a creek that winds around the fields surrounding the property. Seeing as he had visited this location before, he knew the way, and made it there in no time, ready to uncover the mysteries hidden within the massive structure.
Spirit of how I did this last time. I'm gonna go right through that window again. Here we are. It looks just as cool as I remembered from here. Yeah, it's all still here.
After exploring the relatively intact parts of the building, Jared decided it was time to venture into the burnt-out section of the factory. This area was charred black and downright creepy. Like I made note of in the last video and definitely saw for myself, this place has many years worth of history of burning down. And here you see the aftermath. Yeah, that sure is. I was in the fire too. Look at that. It's got unopened cans in there. Can you believe that? And another forklift. That really does go back really far. More cupboards full of old parts and tools. Forklifts sat scorched and abandoned, alongside vending machines with unopened cans and tools that had been condemned. Then he discovered something unsettling. What the heck? These are all bones. Oh, there's more of them here. They're all over. Now I know this place made like pet treats and whatnot, so... Despite his growing unease, Jared kept exploring, but his next stop was where things started going south. Whoa. What is this area? No freaking way. That's a whole pickup truck down here. Upon entering the creepy-looking basement, he entered what appeared to be an old workshop, and inside was a dismantled pickup truck. While examining the truck, he heard something. No kidding. It's a Ram 1500. Looks pretty stripped. No wonder I never saw this section. Really, that sounded way too loud to just be wind. Jared decided to relocate to another part of the building via the roof, so he could take a look around. But as he crossed a catwalk to another section of the factory, something caught his eye. Uh-oh. There's a car right there. I can't figure that should be too much of a problem for me though, because the way I'm going to go out is completely circling around here like I did to get in, so... Oh, they're out of their car. Oh, they're coming in the gate. They're coming in the gate. On second thought, I might just want to wrap this up a little quicker here. He watched silently to try and figure out where the man was headed. Oh crap. He's really coming all the way in here. He's opening the second gate. Now I'm really concerned. Realizing the stranger was headed straight for him, he knew it was time to leave the building, but escaping became harder than he anticipated. Someone's right out there. What do I do? There it was a dead end.
my God.
The situation escalated when Jared heard a gunshot echo through the building, and that's when he realized the man might be armed, and worse, Jared had no idea where he was or which direction to avoid. This was no longer an exploration, it was survival.
Okay. Now we're going back down to the first floor. No, don't make sounds.
Jared managed to escape the factory the same way he came in, but his troubles were far from over.
Whoa, whoa,
Stop right there.
whoa.
Who else is with you?
Oh, it's just me. You scared me to death.
Okay. Get over there now.
What?
Sit down. Give your handcuffs.
Huh?
Put them on. Got it?
Okay.
Either I can put them on or you can put them on. Take your pick.
I've never put on handcuffs before.
Just put them on each side of you. How's that?
Well,
Put them in front of you. That way you can carry them in front, okay?
what's gonna happen?
But what's going to happen is the police is going to come and then you take your name and they'll get you for criminal trespassing. It's nothing these days. A lot better than me shooting you, isn't it?
The man was waiting for him outside, and what followed was one of the most disturbing conversations Jared has ever experienced.
Yeah,
What you shoot at?
shoot it. See people, I shoot at them.
There
If
was
they
someone-
run, you shoot. There you go.
Is
Okay?
there someone else here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be cool, nothing will happen, okay?
Alright.
I already shot one guy this way, the other one. It's alright. I'm not gonna shoot you. don't you see, something says, use of deadly force? What do you think that is?
I thought that was kids spray paint.
No, that's me telling you I'll shoot you.
As Jared was led to his car, things only got more terrifying. The man's behavior was erratic and menacing, making Jared wonder if he'd ever make it out of this situation alive.
Your camera and your bag in the trunk, okay? I'll put my gun in there too. Alright? We'll get in a little red car, let's drive up here. Set everything out, police will come, they'll ask you for your driver's license, and they'll give you a little ticket.
Just when things seemingly couldn't get any worse, the police arrived and arrested Jared. While sitting in their custody, Jared overheard a call on the police radio about a shooting in the same area, and yes, the same deranged gunman was involved. You see, before Jared left with the police, something else happened.
Before all that happened, while we were still out front talking, all four of us, we were seeing two silhouettes of a couple other kids headed towards that bridge to go down and under to get to the factory the same way I did. And this dude literally looks at both cops and tells them, if he sees anyone else in there tonight, he's just gonna shoot him.
Horrifyingly enough, the man actually shot those children. They were both treated in hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, thankfully, as the rounds the man was using in the shotgun weren't lethal.
To this day, what just messes with me the most, the thing that just bugs me the most about this whole situation is how I got taken away simply on the trespassing thing, but they just let the actual threat to the public stay behind, even after claiming he was going to shoot people. And what did he do? He shot people. I'm not sure legally what else could have been done there, but that is what messes with me the most. You can argue all you want about how...
So, what do you think about what Jared had to say about his experience and the unfair treatment he received? One thing is certain though, while abandoned places may seem like thrilling playgrounds for adventure seekers, they can quickly turn into dangerous traps, filled with unexpected horrors. Chris, the popular YouTuber from the channel Urbex Hill, who we have covered on the channel previously, has explored his fair share of terrifying places, but this one took him a full year to post because of what he saw inside, and once you see it, you'll understand why. This wasn't just any abandoned school. It sat in one of Cleveland's most dangerous neighborhoods, a place where crime, break-ins, and missing persons were daily occurrences. You can say this area has seen it all, but inside this school, even worse. And his first exploration came with a shocking discovery.
When I was exploring this school, I stumbled upon a man living in a room blocked off by desks. This initial encounter revealed signs that people have been living in this school for a long time. This was evident by the message on the chalkboard left by explorers that read, "Don't explore alone."
With rooms barricaded by desks, blankets hanging from chalkboards, and a man who silently slipped past him, Chris knew someone was living inside this building. Some explorers even left warnings on the walls. Don't explore alone. But did Chris listen? Well, he originally planned to bring a friend along for safety, but just hours before the trip, his friend bailed, and instead of calling it off, Chris went in alone.
Oh, it reeks. Put my mask on.
The stench was so bad he was forced to put on a mask, but even that didn't help much. The building felt unstable, but that was the least of his concerns, because what he encountered that night would haunt him.
I heard something.
He heard a quick, sharp sound that seemed like someone was close, and when he tried to trace the sound, this is what he saw. Even with a clear sign on the door reading "Keep Out," Chris entered anyway. And what he found behind that door hinted at something far worse than simple squatters. The room was filled with someone's belongings, and what appeared to be some illegal substance. For a second, put yourself in Chris's shoes. You're alone in a creepy abandoned building, where illegal activities might be taking place, and suddenly, you hear people talking somewhere nearby. What would you do?
That freaked me the out. It sounded like somebody was in there, walking and talking.
With his flashlight leading the way, he saw something that made his heart beat faster.
Oh shit.
Luckily, it was just a harmless little bat. But when you're already on edge, even a bat feels like it's out to get you. To make matters worse, the building itself was a disaster zone. The place was filthy and falling apart. Areas were flooded, but things were about to get even creepier.
The hell was that?
It started with a loud sound, like distant knocking. Chris decided to continue forward and explore the downstairs area. He didn't even notice the person standing there, as he put his camera down while he was attempting to climb over the furniture stacked in front of the entrance.
All these desks behind. Somebody's down here.
After observing his surroundings, a noise behind startled him. That's when he discovered that he wasn't alone in the school. Chris quickly turned around and moved back out the way he just came in.
Somebody talking. Somebody's down here.
He started hearing voices, like people talking. He couldn't make out what they were saying, but nothing could have prepared him for what came next. Someone appeared from the other side of the floor and pointed a flashlight directly at him. The sight of it sent Chris into panic mode. He did what anyone would do. He ran for his life. If there's one thing gunshots mean in a situation like this, it's that you're not welcome, and you need to leave immediately. Chris managed to escape unharmed, but the real shock came later when he reviewed the footage from his camera. The person with the gun wasn't just some random stranger. It was the same guy he had encountered during a previous exploration of the building that we covered in our first video. There was something else Chris only caught after watching the footage over and over again. What you just saw was the shoes of a person in the room across from Chris, walking behind the frosted glass. This terrified him because this only made him realize that both times he explored this building at night, he was not only being watched, but he was followed by people without even knowing. Frank, the daring YouTuber behind Franco TV, has built a reputation for diving headfirst into eerie and mysterious locations. But what he experienced when he decided to explore a cluster of old Japanese mansions, completely alone, left him terrified. From the moment he stepped into the first building, the situation was already unnerving.
Hola. I don't know what the f I just heard. It sounded like somebody coming in here.
Frank searched high and low, trying to find the source of the sound he heard, but there was no explanation. The sound was unnerving enough to make him decide to move on to another mansion.
This place is huge. Jesus, what's wrong with you? Why you scare me like that? You okay? Oh, there's clothes. I think someone lives in here. Hola? I'm not even sure.
As he entered the next building, a strange realization washed over him. It felt like someone might be living there.
Here, there seems to be clothes. This thing is so claustrophobic. I feel like something's gonna be in a corner or something.
The signs were everywhere. Clothes, and a bike parked inside, all evidence that someone had been there recently. Frank's exploration led him deeper into the abandoned mansion, where he stumbled upon something unexpected, a hidden town, completely detached from the mansions. The discovery was fascinating yet ominous, and like you'd expect, that's exactly where he went. Inside one of the buildings, Frank found a chilling note. The message didn't really make much sense. Was this written by a sane person, someone deeply troubled?
No tiene funeraria, pero viven de los muertos, todos calvos en una mesa de trajes negros están cubiertos. I'm gonna go ahead and translate that for you guys.
Things escalated when Frank heard the sound of a baby crying.
I just heard a baby crying. That was creepy. It was off camera though. I was trying to close the door. What the is that?
The noise seemed to come from another room, so he cautiously entered, and what he saw left him deeply unsettled.
What am I walking into? La Campa Ana. What the hell is this? No me toques. No me toques. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
The walls were covered in haunting drawings and cult symbols that suggested something horrific may have taken place in this building. As Frank pieced together the clues, he realized he was only scratching the surface of the mystery.
Es libertad. The dead is free. Holy shit. You've got to be kidding me. I just heard a baby crying again. Sounds like it's outside.
Just as Frank was about to enter a particularly creepy-looking room, the baby's cries started again, this time coming from outside. The house itself seemed to radiate an unsettling, almost demonic energy.
I just heard a noise. I want to get the out of here. This has got to be one of the creepiest places I've ever seen here. Hola? Listen. Oh, that. I'm out. Nope.
As if things weren't already terrifying enough, Frank started hearing voices, like someone was talking or singing, and footsteps echoed through the hallways. At this point, he panicked and ran out of the building, only to realize that outside wasn't much safer.
I feel like I'm being watched. I don't know if I'm allowed in this room, so I'm gonna get out of here because I feel like somebody's gonna come out and attack me. I don't mixed in with models and stuff. What the this is so weird. Oh shit. Okay. Focus right. Oh shit. It's just an empty chest.
Frank's next stop was another mansion with a dark history, a place where someone had reportedly ended their life. Switching to a thermal camera for added caution, Frank began scanning the exterior of the building.
Right there is a door where you saw it moving the last time. And that's the second floor. Holy shit. There's somebody in there. On the second floor, there's somebody in there.
Frank waited a while to see if he could see anything else, and what he saw this time confirmed someone or something was in that building.
I'm trying to see if I can see anything else. There it is, there he is. That is definitely a person up on the second floor.
He ventured in and tried to locate the room he saw the figure in, but he came across something else.
Look at this. It's like something bloody in there. Oh, there's a lot of blood. Could this have been somebody's casket for real? I don't even know if it's like for decoration or if it's real or not.
This casket had blood inside, and the sight was unnerving. Frank couldn't wrap his head around it, so he continued his search for the figure he saw earlier, but that's when he heard something from the hallway.
I'm still trying to see if I can hear anything. Something just fell.
A marble had bounced its way down the entire staircase. How did it get there? Someone must have rolled it, right? He followed the stairs to the top floor, but he couldn't find anyone. Frank thought he heard a noise outside. What he saw was enough to make the hairs on your arm stand up. A man standing still, staring directly at him in the dark. Who was this man? And how did he know where Frank was?